Jess Hilarious got fired, y'all. Jess Hilarious got fired. Jess Hilarious got fired. She got fired. Jess Hilarious got fired. Did y'all hear Jess Hilarious got fired? Did y'all hear Jess Hilarious got fired from The Breakfast Club? The Breakfast Club can't stand Jess Hilarious.
Funny.
I tell her that all the time on air,
You brought that energy that we needed to The Breakfast Club. Yeah. And you let a bitch-ass person in the comments say something to steer you up.
And you have not heard. Jess Hilarious did not get fired from... You know what's crazy? This is not going to be a popular video, y'all. This is going to be me venting. And I'm not. Let me just go on record and say I don't always agree with everything that is said on the Breakfast Club. I don't really listen to the Breakfast Club on a daily basis, but my wife and I do catch an episode here and there, y'all. But the other day, for those of you who don't know, Jess Hilarious, I guess, kind of flipped out on Instagram Live.
Was going on. Like I said, my anger was misplaced. No, I did not like her when I first came back. I didn't. Even down to how I was supposed to return. Like we had a whole plan on how I was supposed to come back. When I walk in the room, she never left.
Regarding her position on the Breakfast Club, she was feeling emotional. And rightly so. For those of you who don't know, Jess Hilarious just had a baby. Someone brought up a very good point. Maybe she's dealing with postpartum. We don't know. But what I don't like about this entire situation is that every freaking content creator in the past not every single one. There was a lot of content creators who Jess Hilarious got fired. Did y'all hear? Jess Hilarious got fired. DJ Envy hates Jess Hilarious. Charlamagne, dog, I knew what was going on there. She's not talented. She can't read. Corey Holcomb came out of the woodworks and just trashed her. And I sat there for a moment because I am trying to elevate myself in terms of the content I produce and the messaging that I put out there, especially when it comes to African Americans. Because I think that we pull each other down more than any other culture, I'm going to say, on the planet. And so I saw a bunch of different content creators just lying, just putting out all kind of narratives. I saw it. My wife and I caught bits and pieces of it. But what was the most important part of this entire thing was DJ Envy. Check this out.
Have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that the change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It is not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like she was.
You were great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you were dope.
She's very dope.
You let them people piss you off. No, F them niggas. You nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her that all the time on air.
You brought that energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club, and you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to steer you up.
What DJ? Listen. This is how you. I love what DJ Envy said. For those of you who didn't like his language, forgive me, but I had to play it in the way he said it because what he said to me was the most powerful way you can say it. He said, I F with you in real life. And I think that's what we're forgetting. All this social media, blah, 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 blah. Yo, what happened to effing with people in real life? Yeah, we can like and yeah, we can, but subscribe and listen. I had a brother that on TikTok the other day that made a comment about my Anthony Mackie videos, and he was very political. He agreed with what I said and he disagreed, but in a very respectful manner. And I respected him back. And my message back to him was, yo, brother, however I can support your endeavors. I think he has a movie coming out. I said, just let me know. Why? Because I want to F with people in real life. I love what Envy said. And we just are destroying this young lady. My wife coaches women across the country. As a matter of fact, she's even had clients in Europe. And we destroy our black women. Listen, we as a culture, we destroy the people who have given us life. This is not to say that there are not some bad apples. I ain't talking about no bad apples. I'm talking about the women who are putting their best foot forward, doing what they have to do, which is why I am here today. because I had a phenomenal mother, because I have a phenomenal wife who prays for me, who lifts me up. But yet, in this particular case, all these content creators are coming out the woodworks. She can't read and she can't this, and that's why the other lady, Lauren LaRose, is better because she's training. Who cares? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all saw Jess, and I'm not harping on Jess Hilarious. I have a point that I'm trying to culminate in all of this. Jess Hilarious, I remember, I don't know if it was early Instagram or late Vines, but she was doing her sketches that were just hilarious. So she built the empire we see brick by brick by brick. And we gonna dog her out because, quote unquote, supposedly she can. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. You put a freaking, what you call them things that you just, a teleprompter in front of me, I'm a stutter, I'm a stumble. Why? Because something inside my brain, when I see something and I know a camera's on, or if I got to stand in front of an audience, I freeze. And so I'm jumbling up my words, I'm stuttering, I get nervous, my palms get sweaty. So where's the grace? She still built the empire from freaking scratch. I believe she's from B-More. She's from Baltimore. Like, what happened? I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is no content creator that dogged her out. I'm a little pissed at this, not because it's just hilarious, because I feel like we do this too much in our culture as opposed to applauding and clapping. There is no freaking content creator that if the Breakfast Club called, and maybe, let me talk about myself. Because I know when I start pointing people, what they say, when you point one finger, you got 7 pointing back at you. So let me talk about myself. As a content freaking creator, if the Breakfast Club called me freaking tomorrow and say, hey, Rob, we like what you're doing. You know, every other month we want to give you a contract to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to say absolutely yes. Why? Because that is the reason why I am a content creator. I'm a content creator to create content, hopefully inspire, encourage another person's gift to say that, look, if I did it, you can do it. If I can do it at 50 years old, you can do it at 25 years old. I'm passionate about this thing. And I watch creators that I know if they had the freaking opportunity to sign a contract, maybe you won't look as good on camera. Maybe you can or can't read. Maybe you got an education and you don't. But you will be honored that the work you produce a life so that you can feed your family. Because at the end of the day, this is why we're doing this. I'm gonna talk about myself. I ain't doing this to be popular. Listen, I believe that God put a message in my soul. This message right here. I believe that God put a message in my soul, and this is the platform that I'm able to do it on. It's called content creating. Yo, I applaud the content creators that were able to go from Instagram to YouTube to TikTok to wilding out. Look at what Nick Cannon is doing, putting these social media stars on national TV. Why are we doing this thing? We have to have and once we get to the place where we have a little bit more influence, we can't tear each other down. We got to look back like DC Young Fly. Same way, DC Young Fly, same thing. He came from Atlanta. He came from the freaking gutter, hustling marijuana, driving from one drop-off point to another drop-off point. Now he's on national TV on tour. And what is he doing? He's looking back at smaller young comics and giving them an opportunity. That is what we're supposed to be doing with this thing. I thank God for the opportunity. I thank God for every single person who watches my videos, who likes, who subscribes, who shares the video. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Who am I to freaking come down on somebody because they had a freaking moment? They had a freaking moment. It was disgusting how many freaking videos and thumbnails I saw. She got fired. She's this. She can't read. Like, really? Like, we are one of the greatest superpowers in the world when it comes to spending. The black community. Very little of it funnels back into our own communities to help elevate. It is what it is. It just is what it is. But I gotta applaud effort. I gotta applaud energy. I gotta applaud those things. What's inside of you? What's inside of you? And I love what Charlamagne said, what DJ Envy said. We gotta stay out of the comments. I go through all my comments. All my comments. Even the people that are negative, I never say anything. I don't argue. I'm not gonna say nothing negative back. The whole reason why we're on social media is to be social. And once I put a video out there or a thumbnail out there, it is open for the entire world to say what they want to say. I've been called all kind of names in my comments. I've been called stupid, called dumb, called blackie. Oh, another one of you out there. All kind of crazy stuff. You know what I do? I like it, and I say, thank you, much respect for your freaking comment. What am I gonna do? That's what this is about. But to those who need the comments to feel validated, DJ Envy said it plain and simple. You gotta know that you know that you know what God has put inside you, and that's it. No, I'm not the best. I may not be the most eloquent speaker in the world. I told you before, if you watch my early videos, at the end of the day, I'm a preacher. Point blank in the story. Like my teenage roots go back to Faith Fellowship Ministries in Edison, New Jersey. I was a youth in church, and so when I talk, I use my hands a lot. It just comes from ministry. That's my foundation. I'm not going to stray away from that because of content. I want to be my most authentic self on camera, especially here on this channel. Sometimes I gotta curve it a little bit on if I'm on somebody else's podcast. I don't know, but all I'm saying is this ain't why do we do this? What? I did a video about Anthony Mackie last week. When Anthony Mackie made the comment about when he made the comment about success is given, not earned. And we're lying to our kids, is what he said. Listen, if you go through that video, I didn't like what he said. Because I don't think we're lying to our kids. I think there's a yin and yang to this. I'm not going to get too much into that. But I didn't dog him out. I still said he went to Juilliard. He's a phenomenal, skilled man, and he's great at his craft. I'm not going to knock him. I just didn't like this statement. And I love what the Breakfast Club did, because what we're not talking about, but I haven't seen any videos about it today, and I could be wrong. But today, all four of them sat down in the office where they went back to freaking work. They squashed their beef. If we as a people cannot judge and freaking criticize and squash our beef with one another to help elevate us, to get us better in this freaking game. I applaud the Breakfast Club for the energy that they put out this morning. I don't always like everything that they say or that they do. I don't co-sign everything. But on this particular matter, I gotta salute them. They sat down this morning, my brothers and sisters, and they got back to work. And I love that. And I want to honor that. I want to take a minute and say, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting a little emotional right now, because it ain't about the Breakfast Club. It's about us as people. That we have a gift of God on the inside of us. But yet you see a young lady in the mall and you're going to just laugh and criticize her. And I get this up and coming generation. It seems cute and it seems fun to bash somebody because they don't look like you, to freaking criticize somebody because they don't talk like you. I get it's popular in this world we live in, but it's not right. It's not right. Corey Holcomb is hilarious, but he's still not right. Listen, I know it's his platform. He gonna do what he gonna do. I ain't taking nothing from that black man, but it's still not right. I applaud the Breakfast Club for getting up this morning, getting back to work. Because in case we did not see it, in case it went over our heads, they were able to have a conversation. And I don't know what is going on behind the scenes. I can't tell you what went on behind the scenes. But what I can tell you is that when I purposely went to go look at the Breakfast Club, I saw all four of them. And then Jess with the Mess had her segment. Charlamagne had his donkey of the day. Angie had his segment. And Laura Rose had her segment. It's okay to get emotional at times. It's okay because we're freaking human beings. I get it. We're human beings. I get it. So we all have these moments. There's times where I freak out. Listen, it's okay, because sometimes we just got to get that weight off of our chest. But once we get it off our chest, I have to say, look at these grown adults who handled this situation so well that this morning they got back to work. And I mean, I'm from my perspective. From my perspective. Give me some of this, yo. Non-alcoholic, y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to DJ Envy, Charlamagne, Jess with the Mess, or Jess Hilarious, Lauren LaRose, the producers there. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. My wife and I had an associate that, in passing, not nobody close to us, who, I don't know if she interned or she did makeup or something behind the scenes back in the day when Angela Yee was there. And so we heard some behind the scenes kind of stories, but you take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, all of us go to work and we sit with people that we don't really like or agree with for $20 an hour, for $15 an hour. We work in places for $12 an hour we can't stand. Customers we really, really don't like. So I'm saying as a freaking content creator, we freaking dogging somebody out over some small BS when this individual clearly put the time and the energy and the work in little by little by little by little. And the Bible, again, I'm gonna say this again, the Bible says a man's gift will make room for him or her and bring him before great men. So somebody used their gift on a website decades ago, and it produced a career where you're going to be in a room with people you got beef with, not making $20 an hour, probably a 6-figure contract. Come on. Y'all bugging. Y'all are bugging. Anyway. Yeah, I know YouTube money can be decent. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we all create content to hopefully get our gift before the world, to create more, to inspire more, to help more. I'm done. This was my nightly rant. I kind of pissed me off when she got fired. She got fired. I told you she couldn't do this. I told you she got fired. The other girl is smarter. They don't know what they're doing anyway. Oh, shut up. Anyway, my bad. All right. I'm balling now, yo. I want to keep going, but I'm gonna stop because then I'm gonna get disrespectful. Y'all gonna be telling me, Rob, I thought you wasn't gonna knock nobody. So I'm gonna stop right there, my brothers and sisters. I'll be back with another video real soon. Peace.